All right, everybody, this is a guided walkthrough for the Bytemancy Zero Challenge over at picoCTF, otherwise known as Cylab Academy. And the description for the challenge says, can you conjure the right bytes? The program's source code can be downloaded here. So they've got a link, and it says additional details will be available after launching your challenge instance. So we're going to launch the challenge instance over here by clicking on the button, and then the challenge instance is going to start. So if we wanted to connect with the program, we need to use this Linux command right over here. So netcat to a specific server on a specific port. So if we grab the command over here, so just highlight it and then select copy, right click, select copy. Then we go over to our web shell. What we're going to do on the web shell, which is a Linux virtual machine that we can use to solve these challenges, we're going to create a directory to work inside of. So I'm going to make a directory called byte0, because the name of the challenge is Bytemancy 0. We're going to enter the directory, and then we're going to download the script file that runs the application. So to do that, we can type in the word wget and then space, and then right click, select paste. Oh, that's not the script file. Okay, so what this is this is a netcat command that we can use to contact the challenge. So when we run this, we see this output over here. So this is Bytemancy 0, and it says send me ASCII decimal 101, 101, 101, side by side, no space. So what does this mean? Let's talk a little bit about this before we solve the challenge. Okay, so this is picoCTF 2026. The name of the challenge is Bytemancy 0. In this challenge, they want us to conjure the right bytes. But what does this mean? Okay, in this case, what we're dealing with is something called ASCII bytes. So we're given a Python script to inspect. So they had a link. So the program source code can be downloaded here. So they had a link over here. And what we can do is we can right click on it and then select copy link. Then go back to our web shell and we can download it. So we type in wget and then space, and then right click, select paste. So this will paste in the file address. So when we give this whole command, it's going to download the app.py file. So app.py is in here now. What we're going to do is we're going to inspect it using the nano text editor. So nano space app.py. So the script that runs the program is right over here. And what it does is it prints out the message. So send me ASCII decimal 101, 101, 101, side by side, no space. So what does ASCII decimal 101 actually mean? We'll talk about that in just a second. So it also does a little check over here. So our user input. The user input is the stuff that we type into the program. And if the user input is equal to hexadecimal 656565, so we know this is hexadecimal because there's a /x in front of the number over here. So this is a hexadecimal number, not a regular decimal number. So if it is hex 65, hex 65, hex 65, then print out the flag.txt file, and then that finishes the program. So else, this is what I got, and then it gives you your input. So what's actually going on here? They talk about hexadecimal 65, they talk about decimal 101. What does this actually mean? So we're given a Python script to inspect. The key part of the script is that if we send specific bytes as the user input, the flag.txt file contents will be read to us. And remember, typically in any one of these CTF challenges, we want to get the contents of the flag. So these two numbers, decimal and hexadecimal, refer to ASCII encoding. For x65, the x refers to hexadecimal notation, hexadecimal notation. Decimal numbers or hexadecimal numbers can be encoded into ASCII characters, and the character associated with decimal 101 and hexadecimal 65 is the letter E. So the answer to this particular problem is the letter E 3 times. Okay, so if we go back to the web shell, we're just going to exit from the challenge by doing Control X instead of nano. That'll exit us out of the nano program. So what we want to do is we want to access the challenge one more time with the netcat command. So we're just going to copy the netcat command one more time. I'm going to go to the web shell. We're going to paste in the command, and we're going to give the program ASCII decimal 101. So one more time, the numbers can translate out to ASCII characters. If we were to look up something like the ASCII table, we could get a table to look up as well. Okay, so let's visit this, and then we'll open up this graphic in a new tab. Okay, so we got our ASCII table over here, and remember, we're looking for decimal 101. If we look up on the table, the character for 101, it is also the hexadecimal character 65, and it is the character lowercase e. So we'll go back to our web shell. We will give EEE, because that's what the program is looking for, and then we will submit this. Okay, and then we get the flag. So picoCTF, printable characters. So what you want to do to finish the challenge, copy the flag, then go back to the challenge, and down at the bottom, there's a flag submission field. So click into that, paste in the flag, and then click on Submit Flag, and you're finished. It says correct flag, you're done. All right, everybody, this was a guided walkthrough for the Bytemancy Zero Challenge from picoCTF, now known as Cylab Academy. If you enjoyed this guided walkthrough, please click on the like and subscribe buttons on the video and leave a comment underneath the video. But until next time, HackerFrogs out.
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.